the fitness ring or the Pilates toning circle. If it's your first time here, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're returning, then you know the deal. If anything doesn't feel right, feel free to leave it out. We're gonna start today actually with just the magic circle. So I have my weights aside. I have sticky socks on, and I want you to take the circle in between your hands and bring your heels together and your toes apart. And let's start with our shoulders. Just lift them up and lower down. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And just take a moment to be aware of your whole body, right? Your feet, all 10 toes on the floor, the balls of the heels, and your knees are right over your feet, and your hips are right over your knees, your shoulders are right over your hips, and your head's in between the shoulders. Few more lifts. Now drop the shoulders down and let's bring your hands out in front of you. I'm going to just give you the side view. I'm going to draw the shoulders forward, back, forward, back, right? So I'm talking about the shoulder bone. I'm bringing it forward, back, right? So just warming up the shoulder area. I'm going to turn back to face you. A few more. Breathe in, breathe out. Arms are long. I'm squeezing my inner thighs. I'm squeezing my abs. 2 more. 1 more. Now, place the circle behind you, right? It's behind my hips, kind of making a circle right out of my butt. Let's squeeze those inner thighs together. So try to find that spinal alignment. Just do a few toe ball heels. My feet are in that V. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep the shoulders down. Now reach the arms back, release. Back, release. Back, release. Start to pull the abs in. Now hold the shoulders and the arms back. Give me a few neck twists. I'm squeezing my palms into the circle. I'm opening my chest, warming up the upper body before we get any deeper into the workout today, right? My head is just turning on the neck, right? It's not my shoulders. And then bring the head back to the center and release the arms down. Now let's go ahead and bring the hands out in front of you, and let's go to parallel with your feet. Let's take the arms up and down. Now, take them up for a second. Lift the shoulders up and down here. Start to squeeze the abs in and squeeze the thighs so that you're keeping your hips right over your feet. Right? You don't want to be swaying around, just the shoulders up and down. Now reach them down. Bring the hands in front of you. Squat down. Come up, raising the arms. Squat down. You can give the circle a little squeeze. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down, knees right over feet. Inhale up. My knees and my hips are bending. I'm sinking down into a squat. A few more here. 1 more time. Hold it. Now squeeze, 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 squeeze the circle. Now pulse the squat. Abs are tight. Up and down. Up and down. Press into all 10 toes. 5, 4, 3. Now do them together. Together, right? Squeeze and squat. Squeeze and squat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way on up. Draw your shoulders down and back. Raise your arms up. Now, keep your shoulders down. Keep the waistline long. So we're trying to keep really, really long waist and start to do a march. Right? I'm going to keep my feet in parallel. I'm going to keep my chest really lifted. And I'm going to try to keep my hips at one height. The higher you take your knees, the harder this will get. Now I want you to add a twist. 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 And slow it down. Twist. Because I'm trying not to jut the hip out. Trying. And finally add on pull. Stretch. Pull. So elbows frame the knee, waist stays long. Now start to squeeze that circle. Squeeze, squeeze. 8 more. Exhale, inhale. 6, right? Keep the spine tall, the chest stays lifted. Just heating that body up. 3, 2, 1. Now hold it, pulse up, and bring the circle down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. 8, right? Try to hold it up. Keep the waist long. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. From there, drop the circle down. Drop your chin down. Come back to a parallel stance. Soft knees. Roll your spine down. Stretching the spine. Then tuck your tailbone. Draw your abs in. Roll back up. Raise the arms. You can reach the hands back behind your shoulders to get a nice stretch in the upper body. Then take the hands down. Chin down. Exhale. And I've got a slight grip on the circle. And I'm really pressing into my toes and keeping my knees soft. Rolling up one vertebra at a time, stretching back. Lowering chin to chest. Exhale down. Abs are in. Inhale up. One more time. Stretch. Down. Chin. Upper back. Mid back. Low back. Then low back. Mid back. Upper back. Take those arms up one more time. Drop those shoulders down. And let's go ahead and bring your feet this time to a plie stance, right? A wide plie stance or second position. Line up your heels. All right, I'm gonna fix my shirt there. And let's go ahead and reach the arms up overhead. And let's plie and lengthen. So I'm gonna widen my knees and press into my pinky toes, right? I'm gonna keep my chest lifted, hips stay square, right? Down, up, down. Now if you wanna make it a little harder, lower, left, lower, right? You'll lower way down. The lower you go, the harder it gets. Now I want you to lower the arms. Lift, breathe in, breathe out. Take those arms up, make a halo. Last 4, 3, 2. Now hold it halfway down. Keep those knees wide. I want you to turn the wheel, center, turn, center. Right? Hold that plie. Squeeze the circle. Keep the chest open. Try to exhale. We're gonna add on. Raise the heel and lower. Left. Lower. Elbow to knee. Knees stay wide. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here for a second. Take the arms out long. Keep the heel high. Pull it in. Reach. Pull. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to the center. Turn it to the other side. Deep breath in here. Shoulders are drawing back. And reach it, pull. Reach it, pull. Reach it, pull. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it, center. Raise both heels up. Pause for a second. Dip down as low as you can. Twist it, center. Other side, center. Let's go for 8 more, right? And exhale. Inhale. Other side. Keep the knees wide. Keep the heels high. 4, right? Really get those obliques. Bend at your waist. 2, 1. Go ahead and extend those legs. Drop down for just a second. Slide the circle down. And I want you to just do a few cat counts here. Turn my feet to parallel. Soften through your knees. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Round the spine. Bend the knees, flatten the spine, open your chest. Inhale, round the spine. I'm stretching the knees. Now hold it. I'm just gonna keep, it'll be your right. If you're mirroring me, take that left hand up. Try to keep the knees open. Twist deep, deep, deep. Push down into the circle, reach back, back, back. Deep breath. Bring it down and let's twist the other way. Exhale. Reach back. Now, take it back all the way. And let's actually grab our weights and bring your feet back to parallel and about shoulder distance apart. Place the circle between the thighs. And yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work to grip it, but I kind of wanted that. So, open the feet maybe a little wider, depends on how strong your circle is, right? My circle is pretty new, so as you can see, I've got to really work to keep it down. Arms are at my side, feet are parallel. And we're going to squat down, come up. And we're holding the weight, so we're gonna go right into a bicep curl. Curl, lengthen, curl, lengthen. Hips go back, so it's more of a functional squat. Knees are right over my feet, make sure my feet are even. And just a few more. I really start to feel this in those inner thighs. 2. Now I want you to hold the squat and lift the elbows up to 90 degrees. Hips are back. I'm really, really pulling my abs in so my spine stays long. Reach forward, give me high bicep curls. Right, elbows are at shoulder height, hands come to my shoulders, reach. Exhale, inhale. The higher you keep the arms, the harder these will be. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, widen the arms, and let's bring them in. Now, we'll lift them low. Imagine that you have 2 bottles of wine in your hand and you wanted to pour a glass that was in front of your chest. Pour the wine in. Now do a spot check. How are your abs? How is your spine? Give me 8 more. Shoulders down, chest high, hips low. 6. Breathe out, return it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring this circle now to the ankle. So it'll be a little easier. That's really, I think, challenging with the circle between the thighs. Now it's back to my ankles. I have the weights in my hand. Take a deep breath in and let's go into external rotation, right? So my feet are about inner hip distance apart. My heels are about in line with my hips. And let's go with straight arms. And I want you to squat down for me and come up, right? Maybe you want to bring your feet together. That'll make that a little bit more challenging. And come up. Now reach out wide, lengthen, hips go down, come up. Spine is tall. Now reach up, come up, lift, lower. Raise the arms as you go down, lengthen up. So lower down into a squat, reaching the arms out, come up, heels high, down, arms out, arms in, heels high. Let's go faster. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it high. Bring your arms out to your external rotation. See if you, or bring over to 90 degrees. We're gonna do external rotations. Rotate out. I'm softening my knees. I'm really squeezing under my butt to stabilize. Out. Elbows stay glued to the waist. We're gonna do 8 more. Exhale. You can bring it all the way in, all the way out. Then alternate the arm that's on top. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. Really feeling this in my legs. Really squeeze that circle. Squeeze underneath your thighs. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so keep the circle between your ankles if you can. No points off if you can't. We're gonna come all the way down to the mat. I kind of lost the circle. Okay, so if you lost the circle, no big deal. We're actually gonna bring it into our hands. Weights are going to be aside. Reach your arms forward and just draw your shoulders back. Lift your chest up. Give that circle a squeeze. Round your spine down, halfway back. Anchor your feet down. Come back up. Right, go down. Come back up. Exhale it down. Inhale up. Just a few more here. Now go down. Come up. Stretch those shoulders back. Really lifting through your chest and drop the shoulders down. And reach back. Come up. 2 more like that. Reaching the arms up. Lengthening the spine up before returning down. Up. Lengthening. Down. Exhale up. Lengthen. Now hold it here. Let's go ahead and lift one leg up. Inhale. Keep your hips square. Roll back halfway. Come up. Try to keep that knee at 90 degrees. Back. Up. Back. Up. I'm just going back to my shoulders. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1 more. Hold it. Take that leg down. Switch the other leg. Reach the spine tall. Roll back. Roll up. Try to keep that knee at 90 degrees. Breathe in. Breathe out. 5 more. Exhale back. Inhale up. Roll lower back, middle back, upper back, middle back, lower back. Shoulders off the ears, stabilize to that bottom foot. Now hold it. We're gonna grab that leg, raise it up, 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 up. From here, I just want to take a twist, reach the opposite arm up. So I'm holding, actually reach the opposite arm to the circle. Same arm comes up, and I want you to twist back. And then lower that leg down, flex the toes. Big stretch there. We'll reverse it. Take the other foot, reach your nose towards that knee, flex that leg. Lift through your spine, maybe come a little bit deeper. Then raise the leg up. Same arm, let's go, and twist back. Exhale. Breath in here, and then exhale. Bring it back to the center. And we're gonna switch up the position a little bit. We're gonna place the circle in between the ankles, or not really in between the heels. I don't know if you can see that. I have black socks on, so maybe I'll slide the socks off just so you can see the differentiation. And you see how my heels are really pressing into the circle. You can bend the knees a little bit. I'm going into a little bit of our turnout, and now I'm gonna grab my weights. I'm gonna sit up tall, and I'm gonna reach my weights right out at shoulder height. Squeeze the circle gently between the feet, and I'm gonna roll all the way back. You can always go with a half roll if this is too much. You can stretch the arms back gently. Don't let the weights touch the floor. Hollow out your belly. Reach the arms up, curl. Reach the hands forward, stretch forward, lengthen, take it down. Low back, middle back, upper back. So my foot kind of went flying. It shouldn't be doing that. Squeezing the circle, stretch for a second, lengthen, roll, tuck the tail, engage, roll back, stretch without the weights touching. 2 more like this. Deep breath, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. and exhale on that down. Now, from there, let's go ahead and bring the hands up for a second. Bring your chin to your chest. Roll your spine up. And then hold it about the halfway point. Draw your shoulder blades back. Squeeze the circle like mad between your ankles. And let's do some high biceps here. Exhale. Inhale, nice and slow. I'm trying to keep my low body still. 4. Keep your chest proud. 3, 2. Now, stretch, curl, pull one side, then the other side, right? You can twist the spine, but open that shoulder. Twist, 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 twist. Come up for a second, stretch if you need to, lift back up. We're gonna go back to that row. Now keep one arm forward. We're gonna roll back onto the rowing side. Just to the shoulder, come up, switch and twist, down, up and switch. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. You can bend the knees or not roll back as far. And let's go for 6 more. And pull onto the left, up, center, right. If you're mirroring me, pull and twist. 2, 1 more. And release for just a second. Let's go ahead and place the weight to your sides for a second. And let's go ahead and lay back. Slide your hips slightly forward so that your head has room to be on the mat. And I'm gonna go into tabletop. And you can give yourself a little stretch here. Enjoy the moment of silence. And then I want you to take, your low back's gonna be flat today. Just because we have the weight against us, and I'm just gonna keep it nice and easy so you don't have to figure out where neutral is. I want you to squeeze the circle gently, elbows are reaching out to the sides. Stretch one leg, then the other leg, single leg stretch. Remember, the lower you go, the harder it is to really keep that low back down. And you want to keep those shoulder bones sort of on the mat, so your neck and your head will curl up. Use your abs. And I'm gonna start to go a little faster. Reach, 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 reach. Now we're gonna add a twist. So I'm gonna twist towards the bending knee, twist. Squeeze the circle, stay square on your hips, exhale. 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release for just a second. You can move your head from right to left. So one of the things I really love about the circle, I'm gonna even myself out. I was not even on the mat. And I'm gonna bring my head back. And I'm gonna bring the circle to the back of my neck, right? Or the back of my skull, really. And I'm gonna put one hand over the other. I'm gonna reach my elbows out to the sides. And I'm gonna curl up my head, and I'm gonna come back to that flat back position. And I'm gonna go with the heels together, toes apart position. And I'm gonna reach and come in. Reach, keep the back flat, hollow out the stomach, and exhale. Inhale, give me 4 more, like this. 3, and what the circle does is it helps you really just get into your abs more without being in your neck. 1 more time. Now hold, and give me 8 with the head up. Maybe you want to switch hands just so you stay even. And 6, really feeling that in my abs. The lower you go, the harder it is, but you got to keep that back flat. That's it, you got this. 4, exhale, 3, 2, hold it out there, little beats, open, close, open, close, open, close. 8, 7, 6, hollow out that stomach. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your neck on down. I'm gonna take the circle away and just do a few of the neck twists. Now we're gonna stay with me for a second. Make sure your weights are close. Bring the circle between the ankles. Keep your back flat. So it's gonna be a similar move. And remember, with the circle, it's gonna get harder because you have to squeeze it so you don't drop it. And I'm reaching the circle out and in. My low back stays flat. So it's that double leg stretch move. And now arms up holding the weight. Bend to a wide chest press. Reach in. Now if you want to make it harder, curl up your head. Reach. Everything bends. The head curls. The limbs stretch. Limbs bend. They stretch. You can leave the head down if this bothers your neck. If you want to make it harder, legs lower, squeeze the circle like you mean it. Give me 5, 4, breathe. 3, right? Really squeeze and get low. And 1, excellent. From there, just pause for a second. Reach the arms up. We're gonna open, squeeze. Now I want you to raise the arms. Raise the legs. Open the arms. Let's lower the legs. Lift to bring the arms together. My legs are gonna be small. You can make it big, but it gets really hard. You wanna lift your head, lift it. Lower, lift, inhale, exhale. 8 more, make sure you don't drop that circle. Breathe. Keep the back nice and flat to the mat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Lower your neck down. I'm gonna slide the circle aside just for a second and the weights aside. Let's do a few of the windshield wipes. So just to stretch out the hips, slide your feet maybe off of your mat. Notice how wide my heels are. And then the knees are just swiping from side to side. Take a quick stretch, right? Really bring that knee in. Right, it gets a little hippie with that circle, doesn't it? So let's grab your circle again. And let's go ahead and take the legs up, right? Flex the toes and just give your back a stretch. Pull those in before we do this next move. And I want you to bring the circle back behind the knee of your neck. Elbows reach out wide and curl up your head. And lower one leg, lift, lower the other leg. Now the lower you go, the harder it is to keep that back flat. Maybe change the hand and go a little faster. Reach, reach, reach. Right, 8 more each leg. And switch. Make sure you're breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. 4 more. And maybe flex the toes now. 3, 2, 1. Now hold one leg up, pulse up, 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 up. Switch, other side, up, 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 up. Release right from there. Let's go ahead and take the circle in front of us. Sit on up. And we're gonna come to all fours and just round and arch your spine. A cat-cow. And let's bring the weight in front and bring the circle sort of right underneath your ribs, right? So you don't want it to be like too far in your belly, and you don't want it to be like in your boobs. If you have boobs, I barely do. And you can round and arch a little bit, and you'll see like if you push weight into it, it stabilizes it. If you take the weight off, it doesn't stabilize it. So we're gonna come to a more neutral spine position. And I want you to come to a plank. And I want you to reach your body out long. And you'll see that if you do a push-up here, and I'm gonna find a little better alignment. And you can also play around with it. So if you wanna bring it down or up more, and try a push-up. And you'll see it's just a little bit easier. Now I'm gonna take my feet really wide. I'm gonna bring one of the weights down. And we're gonna do a play around with a plank row, switching the hands, but really trying to keep the circle super still. So take it down, switch row, and you can use both weights. One's more of a challenge because I only have 2 weights. We'll go for 8 more here. Now, spine is neutral, abs are in. I'm like really squeezing my butt. And 4, I really feel it. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, let's go ahead, take the knees down. Don't drop it, we'll do a few cat-cows. And yeah, you see as I kind of dropped it. Not really hard to do the cat-cow part, the cat-cow, right, without really losing the circle. Anyway, let's just take a wrist stretch. That kind of was a lot on the wrist. Bend one hand back, the fingertips are facing me. And then the other side. So from here, I want to get into some of the side kneeling work. So first up, I'm gonna just bring my weights sort of in front, and I'm gonna slide the circle under my ribs. It'll be your right ribs if you're mirroring me, and come onto your right elbow. Bring one leg out, and you can always come stay on this knee instead of extending it out, and stabilize yourself as much as you can, and use the circle to kind of help you. Try to get that elbow and that shoulder aligned. Bring your hand, holding the weight hopefully up, down. Really flex into that bottom foot. And then if you want to try, take that top leg up. Up. 6. Breathe in and out. 3, 2, 1. Now, from there, slide the weight down and come back to your kneeling position and press your arm to a straight position now. So you're not kneeling on your side anymore, where you're not on your elbow anymore, you're on your hand. And you might need to play around with where the circle is, but we're gonna go into the kneeling side kick position. It's also, I've seen it called star. So knee is under my hip, hopefully, and that foot is up. Grab one of the weights, you can always grab both. We're gonna hold that weight up. And again, I'm gonna come back this way, just so I'm fully on that mat. And I'm gonna raise this leg up and down. Exhale, inhale, keep the hips open and square. Push into the circle gently. 3, 2, 1. Now, hold the leg up, stretch the arm, bend it. The arm came down to shoulder height. Stretch, bend. Now sweep the leg as you stretch the arm, bring it back, sweep it forward, back. Really push into that circle. 8, 7. The higher you keep that leg, the harder the weight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Come all the way down. Excellent. Definitely feeling the burn. And let's bring ourselves up to our knees. I'm gonna bring my heels together, my toes apart, and I'm gonna open my knees a little bit wider than maybe shoulder width. And we're just gonna lean back to stretch the thighs and come up. I'll actually give you the side view, I think it'll be more helpful, but you can stay facing that way. Back, up, back, up, and then you can add the arm stretch. Right, just stretching out those thighs. Squeeze your butt. Inhale. Breath out. Breath in. The further back you go, make sure that you're really using those glutes and you're not overarching into that low back. Last 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So now let's do everything on this side. So we did the side elbow moves first. You'll have to come down low, so you want to come onto your tush. Bring the elbow down. Get the circle, it's either under the ribs or under the waist. And if your circle's new, it'll be harder than if it's a little bit older. Right now, press into the circle. You can kind of play with it, but use the circle to help you. Grab the weight, raise it, lower. Breathe in, breathe out. Pull your abs in, squeeze those inner thighs together, open your chest. And really flex into that bottom foot, press into that bottom arm. See if you can raise the top arm and the leg at the same time. Breath out, breath in. 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. I'm going to reset a little bit. And let's get into those kneeling side kicks. Come on to your knees. Send your spine up tall. Bring the circle to the edge of the mat because you'll need to stretch out wide. Push down into the circle. You're bending at your waist. Extend the top leg out. Press your hips forward. Grab the weight. Raise that leg. Take it down. Raise it down. Up. Now try to stabilize into that circle as much as you can. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it up, reach it, bend it. Reach, bend. Now we're gonna add the leg sweep in. The leg sweeps forward, back, forward. Try not to move, push into the circle. So my hips and my shoulders are staying really square. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All righty. So let's do just a few more things to kind of cool off. Bring the circle on the mat towards the front and lay onto your tummy. Bring the circle between your elbows, and I want you to squeeze it and really lift up through your chest into like a cobra, and just keep gentle tension on the circle. You're gonna try to lift your belly up and open your chest. Deep breaths here, shoulders are off the ears. And we're gonna do a few neck circles. Keep your abs working. I'm squeezing my bum a little bit just to protect my low back. And we're gonna do just some grasshopper work. Bend your knees. It's a hard one to get into. It's a little awkward. And then place the circle between your ankles. And your head can be, I'm gonna take my head kind of here, but so I'm not talking into the mat, I'm gonna need to just kind of have my head up. But the thing is, you don't wanna be crunched up, you wanna be pretty long. Keep your abs tight. Right now, I don't wanna see this, guys, and I can't see ya, but that is more like twerking. Pilates is a little different. We're gonna really keep the abs in. Now raise the circle, don't drop. You gotta squeeze it the whole time. Raise and lift. Keep your neck long. Lift. Lift. Now lift it, squeeze it, release. So you'll see it's barely moving, but trust me, I feel it. Lift and squeeze. Release, lift and squeeze. Release, lift, and lift. Excellent. Let's go ahead and take the circle into your hands and take it into one leg. We'll just use it for a nice quad stretch. Take it to one foot and bring the knees together. Really stretch that quad. And bring it to the other side. let that side go. Now let's slide on to our backs. Draw your belly muscles in and come on down. Let's go ahead and do a few stretches with the circle. Take it in with your hand, bring it to that right, or if you're mirroring me, it might be your left. Just bring the up leg up and then really try to square off your hips. And the more you pull it in, I'm not super flexible in my hamstrings, but squeeze that quadricep and flex the toes. Point, we're just gonna do a few here. Flex, point, flex, point. Hold for just a second. And let's flex it. And then bend that knee in. Right, just changing that, where you'll feel that stretch. Hip stays long. And then finally, same hand, take the opposite hand to the hip. Same hand, right? Keep it straight, reach it out to the side a little bit. Don't let the hip come down that much. Right, try to keep the hip down on the floor. And just giving that leg a nice stretch, different angle. Now bring that leg back to the center and let's cross the opposite leg, right, over that leg, ankle to thigh. And from here, I want you to try to roll up and then roll back. Roll up, you might need to bend the leg back and try not to rock onto that neck. A few more. One more time. Now, let's go ahead and change that particular stretch. And lay back. And actually, let's stretch this leg. Otherwise, you'll want to stretch this leg before we do that. I really think, right? So bring the leg up. Foot over heel. You can have a little softness in the knee. Square off the hips. And let's flex and point the toes on this foot, right? Yeah, I'm adjusting where I had it. Flex. Point. Exhale. Inhale. Draw your abs in. Hold the leg straight for a few moments. Squeeze that quadricep, keep squaring off the legs. Now, opposite hand comes down and it stabilizes that hip, reach that leg out to the side. Right, remember, we don't want to topple, we want to really have stability. You can always bend that knee, but that hip needs to stay down. I don't go super big with this. My hamstrings are not super loose. If you are very flexible, you can take it a little bit wider. And bring it to the center, and then we'll go into our roll to finish. Ankle over, roll up, roll back. Exhale. Well, inhale. So as you see, have a sense of humor. Nice and easy. Try not to roll onto the neck. Now from here, let's go ahead and take both feet. Take it back and see if you can come up, right? So bend, roll back, come up, stretch, bend, and then we can add a little flare. One arm and the other. We're back, lift, back, lift. A few more. One more time. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this workout. If you did, do me a favor, comment below and let me know. Tell me what it is you want to see next. If you want to see what my everyday life is like, check me out on the Instagram at Jessi FIT Pilates. Check out my website for the entire series. This is my Pilates Burn series.